In a federal courtroom in downtown San Francisco, the air was thick with anticipation. It wasn't just another high-stakes patent dispute, it was a showdown between two tech giants. On one side stood Magnatech Industries, a corporate titan with an army of lawyers. On the other, Elon Musk, one of the world's most polarizing innovators. Standing alone. No legal team. No defense counsel. Just a man with a messy pile of papers facing a billion-dollar lawsuit. Presiding over the case was Judge Beatrick Thornwald, a seasoned jurist with over 30 years on the bench. She had seen it all: Hollywood elites, crooked politicians, Silicon Valley wunderkinds. But when Elon Musk walked into her courtroom without an attorney, she couldn't help but smirk. Another billionaire who thinks the rules don't apply to him, she thought to her. It looked like Musk was walking straight into a legal slaughterhouse. What she didn't know was that Musk wasn't unprepared, he was playing a part. And by the time the final gavel fell, her entire perception of justice, innovation, and genius would be flipped on its head. Inside the lab at Musk Innovations, the hum of machines and the soft glow of monitors lit the room. Elon Musk and his lead engineer, Leela Chen, stood over a device the size of a showbox. It didn't look like much, just a metal case with wires, but what pulsed inside could redefine global energy. "Run the test again," Musk said, eyes locked on the device. Leela tapped her tablet. The edges of the device glowed faint blue. "Output holding steady, 98 efficiency," she said. "That's 3 times more than anything else on the market." Musk didn't smile. He rarely did when focused. But something flickered in his eyes, an awareness that they were on the brink of something monumental. "If this scales," he said, "we can power a home for a month. Or drive a car 1,000 miles. With a device no bigger than a brick, moments later, his phone buzzed. The name made his jaw tighten. Victor Hammond, CEO of Magnatech. "He wants a meeting," Musk said. Leela's smile faded. "You sure that's wise? Magnatech has a reputation. I'll handle it," Musk replied, heading for the door. "Just make sure everything sensitive is locked down." Victor Hammond arrived like he owned the place, flanked by 2 assistants, all sharp suits and colder smiles. He greeted Musk with a firm handshake and the warmest fake grin money could buy. "Let's talk partnerships, Elon," he said. "You've got brilliance. We've got manufacturing muscle." Musk gave him a limited tour. But as they walked the facility, he noticed Hammond's gaze lingering too long on certain machines. One assistant discreetly snapped a photo. Another took mental notes like a corporate spy. When they reached the restricted lab, Musk stopped. "This area's off limits." "Of course," Hammond said, but the flash of disappointment in his eyes said otherwise. The moment they left, Musk reviewed the security footage. The truth was there in pixels. Hammond's team had spied on confidential research. And that's when Musk knew they were going to steal his work. Leela burst into Musk's office, furious. They filed the patent. The same exact battery design, down to the nano coating. They stole it. Musk barely blinked. "I figured as much. You knew?" she asked. "I suspected." When Hammond ghosted after the tour, it was clear they weren't looking to partner. They were looking to poach. "Then we fight back. We get the lawyers." "No," Musk said, standing. "We don't fight their fight. We fight my way." "You're not a lawyer," she said. "I don't need to be," he answered. "What I need is a plan." From the outside, Musk looked doomed. No legal team. No polished opening statement. He fumbled papers, mumbled objections, and seemed totally outmatched by Magnatech's lead attorney, Dominic Reeves, a man so smooth. Even the court reporter raised an eyebrow. but it was all an act. In reality, Musk had been studying case law for weeks. He had charted timelines, gathered internal evidence, and recruited the one person Magnatech had underestimated, Priya Nair, their former head of R&D. She had seen everything, and she was ready to talk. Day one of the trial was a disaster, intentionally so. Judge Thornwald openly mocked Musk. The gallery laughed at his amateurish demeanor. Even Reeves felt confident enough to brag, but behind Musk's scribbled notes was a timeline, behind his confusion was a calculation, and behind his delay tactic was a strategy no one saw coming. Musk requested a recess, claimed he needed to reconsider his approach. Everyone thought he was giving up. When court resumed, he didn't call a lawyer. Instead, he called a witness, Priya Nair. The courtroom erupted. Priya testified under oath that Hammond ordered his team to reverse engineer Musk's prototype using photos taken during the unauthorized lab visit. She presented emails, memos, and even Hammond's own handwritten notes proving the theft. The evidence was devastating. But Musk wasn't done. He played security footage showing Hammond's assistant photographing restricted areas. He showed internal documents comparing his battery design to Magnatech's identical down to the nano-coating layers, and then came the final blow. Musk cited a little-known statute from the Technological Innovation Protection Act of 2018, Section 47B, a provision that allows courts to ban companies from developing stolen technology for up to 5 years. Judge Thornwald, stunned, reviewed the law. It was real, and Musk had invoked it perfectly. Hammond panicked. His lawyers crumbled. Behind closed doors, they begged Musk to settle. He refused. "I didn't come here for money," he told them. "I came for justice." Judge Thornwald ruled. Magnatech's patent invalidated. $20 million in damages to Musk Innovations. 5-year ban on Magnatech's development of similar technology. Referral for criminal investigation. The gallery was in awe. Reporters sprinted to break the story. And Judge Thornwald, visibly moved, did something no one expected. She apologized to Musk. "I misjudged you," she said, "and I underestimated what brilliance can look like." Weeks after the trial, Judge Thornwald shocked the legal world by retiring. But that wasn't the end of her story. Musk invited her to visit his lab. There, he revealed something that shook her to the core. "I know who you are," he said. "You were an engineer before you were a judge. You created a battery design in the 80s. A company stole it. You couldn't afford to fight them. So you became a lawyer." Thornwald was speechless. Musk had researched her past, understood her pain, and built a courtroom strategy that spoke not just to her mind, but to her soul. He slid a contract across the table. "I want you on our team. Help us protect innovation the right way." Thornwald looked out the window. 30 years on the bench, hundreds of rulings, but never something like this. She nodded, and just like that, the judge who once laughed at Elon Musk became his greatest legal ally. The case sent shockwaves through the tech world. Corporate executives, patent lawyers, and inventors alike took notice. For the first time, the message was loud and clear. If you steal innovation, there will be consequences. Elon Musk didn't just win a case. He rewrote the rules of how to fight back, not with lawyers, not with bluff, but with strategy, evidence, and the kind of visionary thinking that doesn't just build rockets, it builds justice.